late days. Did I do this? I put this down. This shit never gonna get to 100. It's been on and off charging. This stuff is so weird. Thanks for the like. Bonnet Ashlee today. I did a lot of stuff. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, I'm cold. Let's get the vibes right with the music. Then we gonna pick up. Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit, get right, and I'm gonna show y'all the Amazon haul I was telling y'all about, because that's what the title is, right? No clickbait. It's just a weird long day because Carrie still isn't home. I think he's picking up dinner. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. Oh, you couldn't type at first. This looks funny. Okay. I have no idea what I want to play right now. Some chill stuff. I got my phone right now on off of Do Not Disturb so I can hear when Carrie gets here. So I may need to help him upstairs. That might be the neighbors downstairs. All right, let's just do this quick. If you have Spotify Premium, let's start a jam session. The link I'm going to post on the community tab page if you would like to join. And we're just gonna vibe, listen to music. You can join the little chat. We just here to have a good time. Happy New Year! You changed your profile. Did everybody? Well, okay, community tab and start a jam. Now it knows I want to start a jam. We're gonna copy the link and we're gonna make sure we date it 1/3/24 jam sesh. So if you have Spotify Premium, I'm tagging. Oh, he's just getting off. Okay. Hey everybody. So this is not like a gaming channel. There's a lot of people up in here. What's up? What's good? What's cracking? So we're gonna be doing some crafting, some art, some chit chat, and I have a little Amazon haul. So hold on, I think I need to, can I text from over here? I think everything's synced up, but like my messages aren't backed up or something. We may have to go on a midnight. I don't want the live to get messed up, but yeah, I can get it. It's a lot going on. Okay, so if you have Spotify Premium, I just posted in here. Thanks to Raul. We have a W mod. We have W mods in the chat. T-Dog, I think this is like your first time in here. We don't do that. It's got to be a couple lives you join. There's a new jam session link on my community tab. So if you have another device, you can join the jam session. And it's off of my Spotify playlist. Anyway, yeah, Darrell tagged my store. You can shop all of my handmade goods. I do rugs, I do embroidery, all that good stuff. Thanks for the likes, y'all. My mom is texting me still. I'm waiting to see when Carrie gets here. Can I just, I need to do a new message for my mom. I can't type it in. I'm gonna text her on my computer. Okay. Uh-oh, we getting timed out already. What's the personal question? I'm pretty open, but if it's crazy, then yeah. Oopsie. Dark, are you a child? Because we don't let children in the live. Unless you chill. Because sometimes we do be talking about stuff. Anyway, why isn't my shit sending? My message to my mom, oh, because she don't got an iPhone. What the hell? Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta get right. Hey, everybody. My mom trying to know the plans for tomorrow, so she was like messaging me. I guess I'll keep this open. We got a jam session going on Spotify right now. This is my Mellow Dello playlist. Oliver Riot. If you're looking for some chill stuff, bro, that's what I'm playing right now. Happy New Year, everybody. This isn't like silly putty. It's like some clay. It's got beads or crystals, and like, I think it dried out. But Bear was playing with this earlier. It looks like slime, but it's not. This shit dried out after a day. Like, this is not gonna go back together. Anyway, it just leaves beads everywhere. There's no cap to refrigerate it. Is he, oh, he's just getting, if he's just getting off, what time? He gonna be home probably around 8:20. Yes, my shop is 20% off. Okay, we'll do a real quick Amazon haul of the things I got off of Amazon. I don't support Amazon, even though I shop with them. I only try to be, is the right word, frugal? I don't be trying to go on Amazon. I really try to wait to stack up my coupons before giving them my money. So these are a few things I needed to buy that I could not go to Joann's and get specifically. What's going on? Here, let's go ahead and we'll put you in all-day timeout. So these are the few things I brought, and this is the vision of the things that I've brought. So if you are new to this channel, I show you guys how to do yoga on here, questions about yoga, but I also have expanded and started getting back into my creativity, and I show you guys how to make crafts. And it's just kind of a chit chat. But if you are curious to know how to do certain things, that's kind of what the lives are about. And we're just a bunch of chill people here. This is random, but I needed another set of lights. Who's Quick Trevor McGraw? What you mean? These are curtain lights. I have one set of curtain lights because I had a smaller store. And I just brought this pair. And like I said, I don't be supporting Amazon like that because their prices fluctuate like stock prices, which is crazy. So I waited for this to be relatively cheap. These need batteries, but the curtain lights, I'm gonna hang them. I have two front facing windows. I'm gonna hang them. Oh, I did have to get bro. I put bro in that all day timeout. So we got these curtain lights. I'm not gonna take them out. Hey, Muscles is here. I was thinking of going to my shop tomorrow, but I won't have the car because my mom is picking me up so I can go teach at one of my places. But then Carrie's on vacation, so I'm like, I don't know what the word is, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. I'm definitely going to my shop Sunday. I may get some nails in the meantime so I can hang these curtain lights up. You've seen them. They're on one side. I just think it looks weird with just one set of lights. I want them on both of the windows that face like the doorway. Anyway, up next, I got several hoops. And the only reason, see, everything has a reason and why I wait for the right time. These hoops, I brought these before, I guess. I'm trying to visualize, what did I make with all of these? I have two of them still left that I used just the shop was chill. Yeah, it was chill. I have two big hoops already, and these are the ones I used to make my coasters. So I try not to sell those. These are ones I just try to keep so I can stretch a frame or whatever. But I wanted to start making some needle felting landscape drawing, is that the right word? Anyway, I got this assortment. um I have hair clips, but they are too small for the idea I envisioned, so maybe this will work. And I got these, I'm gonna put this side, I got these type of alligator clips. And I want to do some punch needle hair clips. So that's that. Then this is a thing. I have no idea how to attach this. I'm trying to go quick. I did get my filter. I only got one of my filters. The next filter comes January 10th. So literally a week from now. I'm already, hopefully they speed it up, because I'm like, why do you divide up my filters? I was telling y'all I have my water filtration system has a CF and a OR, some, I can't think of the, I'm probably not saying the correct verbiage, but there's two filters and you can literally just fill up the water filter from your sink. And so I have, because my notification was like, hey, you're getting low on your filtration, you're gonna need to replace this soon. So hopefully it don't do nothing crazy, we don't drink like a whole lot of water by next week. I think you can go a good while. I stretched it out. But anyway, this was the next thing that I got. I got one of those filters. I got a lot of parts I did not need, but I was trying to get the bang for my buck. So hopefully we can figure out how it attaches. Now this is for my knitting machine. This is what I was saying. I had to justify this, just, and even the comments justified this when I was looking at the reviews. If you have a knitting machine, and you got one without a row counter, that's explicitly the only reason why I even brought all of this crap, this particular order, that the things I'm holding right here. This item, it was $19 to only get a row counter, but it was $21 to get extra needles, extra feet, extra screws. You get the adapter, so when you're making hats or whatever on your knitting machine, you can hook up on the crank a drill bit and use a power drill to make your hats faster rather than hand cranking. This alone, this adapter is $7 on its own. So that was the one perk. Yeah, extra feet. Some of my screws did fall out, so I'm going to use the extra screws just to tighten my stuff. I don't know how fast you crank in for the feet to break, but I do have extra feet. But the main event, okay, here, this was the thing that was kind of annoying too. I think this was made more so for the 48 needle holder, and I have the 40 needle holder, whatever you call it. These are what the needles look like as they're cranking around. So if you crank in like a MF and you break one, I don't know how you crank it so hard that the needles break off, but I got a few of those. But I got the row counter. That was the main event of this entire thing, where I'm like, all right, it's go time. I'm gonna place my order. I got a row counter. I'm trying to set this back to 0. I don't know how to attach it though. I finally got a row counter, so it goes up to 999, as you can see. So you can, with the knitting wheel, you don't only just make hats. People have been getting creative, because there's a tube function and there's a panel function. So with the panel function, that's how you can make scarves, that's how you can make like panels for clothes. And so before I even dive into that, I want to make sure I have a row counter so I can keep track of how many rows, so I can keep my stuff symmetrical, right? Because right now I've just been eyeballing it, but I also want to just get good at using my knitting machine, because I would like to make clothes, and I don't know if I'm going to need to know how to embroider. I can't like just stitch the panels together. Do I need to, or I'm sorry, know how to crochet? Or can I stitch them together, or do I have to crochet my panels? So that's something I have not looked into yet. But the main event, and this looks really cheap, is this row counter. Somehow they say it attaches. I don't see where it would attach. Anyway, that was what I was really excited about. My Amazon delivery guy was super chill. But I was like, where is bro going? I was about to get mad because I had ran down my stairs. So I had like it's not really a busy day, but it was a busy day at home. I didn't want to start washing my hair because it was snowing here. I took my braids down, and then I washed my hair today. I washed my son's hair today. I cleaned the kitchen. I reorganized. I saged. I do a lot of stuff. I did a lot. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner I made today. I feel like, and I had to handle some business. Every year I do this. The Wisconsin Department of Revenue, of the sales use tax shit, they always owe me every year. So apparently they're gonna be sending me a check. And they was nervous when I was trying to talk to them. I'm like, okay, because this is how they try to finesse me and anybody else maybe who has to use sales use. You don't pay your taxes. um I'm not the best to explain this, but like if you have a business, you can pay quarterly. I pay yearly. So in December on the 20th, I paid like a guesstimate of um hold on before I deviate. I did get magnetic sheets, so I will be restocking my magnets. But going back to that story about the Department of Revenue, I'm just gonna see if I can help Carrie upstairs if he's almost home. So I'm going to go to the front of the house. So bear with me. All of the lights are off because it's bedtime. But yeah, the Department of Revenue always owes me because I overpay. This is how they try to finesse me every year. I'm turning the lights on so I can just watch outside. We're going to chill in his room. At the end of the year, it was showing you owe a zero balance. Okay. Yeah, right. Right. I had a business for an entire year. I've had it for years now, but I had a business for an entire year, and you gonna tell me I got a zero balance and I ain't used no sales tax. Yeah, right. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put some money towards that. It pulled and it showed up on my bank statements. And then I called them because then they sent me something in the mail. They're like, you have a renewal. And then I go into my account because it's just weird. Right after the holidays, I try to nip this stuff in the bud. So they're like, they sent something in the mail. It's like a renewal that all businesses have to pay. And so I look on the website. You have what do they call it? You overpaid. So we actually owe you. So on the safe side, I always overpay, but it's never by much. But apparently they're sending me a check, and I was just trying to say, so if I overpaid this renewal, can you apply the money towards that? And like it was so many people. This is kind of just a boring story, but it was so many people that I had to go through. I'm like, you can't just use the money you already have. You have to send me it. See, this is what my reasoning. You're going to send me a check back so then I can pay for this renewal when you already have my money. You see what I mean? So it took them long enough to just be like, oh yeah, we can just take your money, which we're going to do anyway, and we'll send you the remainder back. So I had to do some big girl stuff this morning, and I try to nip that right in the bud before I even do any of my taxes and all that mess. So yeah, I did a lot of stuff in here. I cleaned up Carrie's room too. I don't know if y'all seen. Now there's like it's more walkable. If anybody is local and wants Red Bull, he keeps getting Red Bull for free. You could pick that up. Oh yeah, these were his new shoes. I didn't get to show this. This is what he got himself for Christmas. If anybody's a sneakerhead. And these are his figurines. I got this one. Is his most recent one. But I've been trying to decorate his room. I put that up. The walls at every apartment are just weird. So I'm like, what am I gonna do with this wall? Because he's got all of these pictures on this wall. Dragon Ball Z, that's his thing. He wants to switch it up with another anime, but there's no space. So we got to figure that out too. But yeah, I organized it. It's looking good up in here. Got a random cheese head up there. All right. I don't know if he's getting the food or if I need to and we go on an adventure. Can I show this on here or not? Are we all over of age? This is my collection. I'm not, never mind. Anyway, this is my little collection real quick. We cut it up, seal the red, white, and the blue. Wasted. She's the only. LOL. I just keep looking out the window to see if he's pulling in or whatever the situation's about to be. What? What's the situation? Those sheep are running in the mud again like. If you're in the jam session, this is a good song. Me too. So now I'm just kind of like, what the heck do? I got my row counter. At this point, we might just fucking duct tape it. I don't know what I need to do. I might just duct tape it when I need it because I don't want to be holding it and having that click, click, because is it going to automatically click? Anyway, like I was hoping it attached for real. None of the reviews showed how that row counter I got in that kit is different from the one that they sell individually. I'm like, did I get a cheaper one? And that's why it's just, they're not, that was like the whole reason for me buying that kit. I just don't know how to attach it. And I should have just spent the money on the bigger one, but I'm like, yeah, I have it now. And it's, Facebook don't be selling. Like, you know, if you post something, like, nobody gonna want this. It's gotta be somebody creative, right? Don't flag the video. Boom. Dun 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 dun. You can guess. Dun. Oop, shit. Whole nug fell out. That shit was wild. Anyways, a lot of ways. Yeah, I'm trying to be on my stuff too. There's a place over here where you can get your taxes done for free. And I try to do my reservation. It's like, fuck. Now Carrie's got this second job he need to sign. Or can you do them online? Oh, Carrie's here. Hold on. Let me just take this real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna mute y'all. Terrible. Just another day. Is the phone charger? I'm gonna go get some McDonald's then. So I'm gonna have to pause the jam session. I don't know if that do anything, but just want to make sure he gets some dinner.
Wow.
What's up?
That was a nice surprise. Hell no.
There was a lot going on, okay? There was a lot going on. What you want, the chicken nuggets? I'm gonna do that. Alright, give me 1 second.
Might as well just stay cold. Right, right. Who needs heat when you're a slave?
You want me to open up the my room?
What?
You just air it out after your shower.
What?
Yeah. Alright, this was like muted for a second.
Oh, man.
Alright, y'all. We finna make a trip. We finna go on an excursion. We finna go to McDonald's. I'm scared. I feel like I gotta go pee. Is that my water? I don't remember. Alright, but yeah, we gotta go make a little trip. I need to go pee first. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm gonna have to pause the jam session. Oh, so. What do you mean to end up like the delivery dude? He was chill. Oh, bro, he kind of was slapped though. Like at first, hold on, let me put my computer on sleep. Maybe I need to start up a new link for the jam if we do a jam. I think the link changed. Bro started delivering across the street. I'm like, shit. I'm waiting on my driveway. Cause I see him pull up. My neighbors stay getting packages. I just be seeing stuff. Okay, hold on. What you mean the food delivery dude? Wait, what story? There's so many stories. Okay, I need to put my coat on. I'm trying to fucking hurry. That's Bear's new helmet, by the way. Look at this. Alright. Locked. Loaded. Tally ho. What's she cooking? Absolutely freeballing it. Sandals into Ugg boots, no socks. Yeah, he got that with his scooter. It don't fit him though. I think he needs to get a kid size one because his hair, he got a lot of hair. There's his scooter over here, but it's dark. Oh shit. Oh shit. There's sometimes an opossum that sits out here, so I gotta hurry my ass to the car. I don't take no chances. No chances. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Oh shit. It's so cold my thing came off. Fuck. My shit's not gonna stick. I turn my lights on. Where is my shit's not gonna stick up here, y'all. It's so cold. My clamp is not sticking to the window. Yeah, it's so... I don't even know how it was hanging on. What the fuck? Just give me 1 second. Oh, I don't give a fuck that it's a newer car. Or, I'm gonna get my heat right. I'ma still wear that lock. I don't give no fuck. Turn this Bluetooth off. Damn, fuck. Well, hopefully that's enough miles, because I'm about to go get some. I'm about to go get some food. That should be enough for work. Right, I'm moving my seat up. Moving my seat. Just put us in your... It's not cold, because he was already in the car. Alright, I gotta focus. This is like a curvy. If I got a curvy ass drive. Big ass fucking bus. Okay, we crooked. We crooked, y'all. Oh. Focus up with this shit. Alright, here we go. I gotta focus up and watch my back camera, because sometimes, I told y'all my neighbor is blind, right? Hey, thanks for being safe. But yeah, my connection was like off. My neighbor is blind, and respectfully, I don't know if he knows when it's morning and when it's night, because I asked him this too when I was just chit-chatting with him. I'm like, so can you like see light? Like, can you see light on your eyelids? He said no, because he'll be in my driveway. It'd be 7, 8 at night. Carrie may be getting home, and it's like, because he don't see the lights pulling up, and our car is like a quiet car. Like, you honestly could sneak up on somebody. You hear the startup with the car, but then it's like a hybrid or whatever. It's quiet. But I don't know if he can tell, the time of day, because he'll be standing out there, and I got this windy driveway, like I was saying. I had to be mindful for bro standing, possibly standing, because he'll be like watering the grass or whatever. He did that a lot this past summer. The man knows his grass. He got the best grass on the lot. I can't put that past him. He for real got the best. If you into lawn, this is so random. If you into lawns, he really got the best. He got the best lawn on the block, because he water it every night. I'm like, did it rain? And it'd only be wet on it'll be wet on the street and like only by the sidewalk of his house and all of that. I'm like, oh, he must have just been watering his grass. I'm tired. We just going to McDonald's. We really should have went to Chick-fil-A. Okay, here we go. I'm like, did I pass it? Am I chopped? Yes, but I'm like, okay. Damn, all up in the driveway, baby. This lady was just in the stuff. Coming in, going out. She was straight in the middle of that driveway. Straight up. All right. It's lit here. I can still pull up. What if it was fake? That would be crazy. He got signs though that say, "Please keep off my lawn." Like he is about his business. I shouldn't have opened my window. He be fixing stuff. Like, I don't even understand. He must be really good feeling around stuff. Because he was, like, fixing his fountain in his backyard. Like,
hello, welcome to McDonald's.
No, thank you.
Order when you're ready.
Could I have 2 number 5s?
Medium large.
Large with Sprite. 1 with sweet and sour sauce. And 1 with barbecue.
Sprite for both?
Yes, please.
Tilapia?
Yes, please.
The total is going to be 27. For next one, please.
Thank you. Why are you crying? Get my wallet out. There's like a couple people in front of me, bro. It's lit. What is it? It's 7 p.m. Friday. Somewhere. It's 8 over here. It's lit at McDonald's. What a heat. I be turning the car to 80. I don't care. And he be turning it back to 77. OMG. That'd be crazy. It was $20 and some change. Yeah. These last 2 days, foot on the neck, but reminding myself, take rest days. So I'm going hard these first couple days. Upkeeping the house is what I'm really trying to do. Upkeep, declutter, That's kind of where I'm going hard. And, you know, still doing my art and stuff. But you gotta make room for your blessings. Yada, yada, yada. And a clear, if it's not clear in your mind, it's not going to be clear in the physical. If it's not clear in the physical, it's not going to be clear in your mind. Duh. So we got rid of the crimson chin socks doing the, you know, the Egyptian dance. We're clearing out all of that crap. If it can't be washed, you know what I'm saying? If it can't be washed, it's getting thrown away. Okay, I'll show y'all. I got like 3 different sets of lights. These, like, this is lights off. This is lights. These are yellow lights. And I don't know. Are those brights? Because those aren't even my brights. This is my bright. That's bright. See? I didn't mean to make bro like mad. It's just I hope he didn't think I was flashing my lights at him. So I asked the guy doing my, oh shit, I gotta pay right here. Thought it was the next one. I'm all the way out.
$20.74.
Bro on his phone.
Seat next window.
Thank you. Almost rolled it. Damn, somebody like dropped ice cream and they ain't come out to pick that up. Ugh. Alright. Here we go, y'all. I think I'm doing course code. Can y'all see? I got like the notification my phone turned. It's the best I can do. I hope they give me a drink carrier. Come on. What the heck? The ice cream works exactly. What? Thank you. Oh, I ain't got no drink carrier. Well, this just got even more interesting. I don't got no drink carrier. I'm gonna just have to throw y'all in my purse when we get inside. Bro, it's all on the floor. So I didn't want to pull up too close. My tires would have got dirty. I want to do a live showing y'all how to replace my filter. So that'll probably be in a week when the other filter for the machine come in. I had a feeling I should have did it just sooner. But then my grandma gave me a Amazon coupon or, you know, gift card. So I'm like, I got to use that. Ask for one. I am not asking for one. Carrie didn't eat dinner, so I'm getting him dinner. Like, I had food at home. I just made like some sausages I cut up with over rice, and that's what I made for dinner. And then like some tomatoes for Bear. But I got the munchie. Thank you. Oh, this is open. Can I get my sauce? Hold on. That's french fries. Squished. Where's the other stuff? I ain't getting no... I'm gonna ask for other stuff. Hold on. You got the one? I ain't get no barbecue. What? No, you did. Let's go one more. Could I get one more barbecue? Just one more barbecue. Barbecue? Yes, please. Thank you.
Have a nice night.
You too. Ooh, they speeding. I just pulled off. Miss Nancy had someplace to be. Okay, I gotta spin around because this way I can avoid an intersection. I can go back the way I came. I know. Okay, y'all crooked, but I know why the ice cream fell, because that door is sliding and all that. You ain't got no lights on, babe. You ain't got no lights on. On the road again. She was like ready to open and close that mug. I think it must have been an angry day. I'm joking when I say this, because that drive-through window was they must have just got done slamming that. You know what's crazy? They make these Chick-fil-A people stand outside. That really bothers me. A drive-through window was not good enough? You had to be something special? I got something in my nose. What the heck? She almost seemed mad to give me an extra barbecue. I'm like, damn. It was like the bag was packaged sauce, nuggets. The box was like open a little bit. They weren't all the way closed. And then the fries on top. So I found 2 sweet and sours. Those are for Carrie. And then I only saw one. I was like, oh, could I just get one more? Barbecue? Yeah. Yes, please. Yes, ma'am. What I really want to get from the TikTok shop, I guess I better buy it before TikTok go extinct. But I should get, that's the annoying thing though. I want to get a camera mount that goes on my rear view window mirror. But I'm like, if I ever get like an air freshener, I don't know. Does that do anything? Or I wanted to make like rear view mirror. I made like some evil eye ones, but I wanted to see if I, maybe make some more little dangling things for your rear view mirrors. But it was like a bulky camera phone holder thingy that fit up on there. So I'm like, I don't know. That was the conflict, and I guess why I didn't buy it. Because that does get a little annoying. When the windows get too cold, and then my phone won't suction. My phone won't suction to the window. But I prefer it off to the side. That's also another factor. I prefer having my phone in like the bottom left corner of my window, so it's not a distraction straight on. I prefer, and then if that's on the rear view mirror, I feel like it would be blocking like my sight on the passenger side to clearly see the entire road. Evil bees. Getting all the angles though. I don't need all of that. That's just bells and whistles, y'all. Alright, we back. I'm gonna have to put y'all in my purse. Oh, the neighbor left. When did she see, bro? This be the crazy thing. We be like ships in the night. We for real be passing. She left her lights on. We just be passing. All right. Can't see shit. That's the one thing that sucks. It's an older car. It doesn't have the. It don't have. I'm gonna say a lit up dash. So sometimes I can't see the buttons. Oh hell no! I'm not getting no eyelashes. But we got to get the keys out. I got to put y'all in my purse. You can still hear me. There's so much crap I got to carry. Okay. Woo. Where'd my key go? Oh, it's so cold. Harry. Come here, bro.
What happened, bro?
This one's yours. I'm cold. Yeah.
What happened?
You in a game?
Why I'm even doing this shit? What?
You in a game?
No.
Oh.
I'm supposed to be waiting. Oh, that was not ideal at all. That was fucked.
What happened?
I tilted over in the drink, bro.
Oh. I can't even get my boots off.
Man, it's been a fucking Friday, bro. Damn.
Oh. Damn.
6 straight hours.
Here, let me put my purse up. Damn, it was just a really long day for Carrie. Hands are frozen. Gonna go grab my nuggies.
Damn.
What you watching?
Oh, why is it always this, bro? Why is it always us? I was watching a lot of shit, man. Yeah, I'm supposed to be fucking going to the casino with Keaton. I don't know why the fuck I
Today?
wanted to do that. Yeah.
Take a break.
Loki slumps.
Yeah, I would take a break, bro. What time was he trying to do all that? He give you a chance to nap?
No. It would have been tonight.
Like what time?
I don't fucking know.
Because y'all got off late.
I'm low-key too slumped for that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Damn.
I'ma just tell him straight up, hey.
Yeah, you need to take some rest. Okay. Got the snacks. Getting right. I put my computer on sleep mode. Damn, I gotta restart a sesh. I'm recopying the link. Titling it restart. New link posted, y'all. Oh, hold on. I feel like I'm just chilling now. I don't know if we're gonna do anything tonight. Trying to listen for those signals when my body be saying you need to rest. We had like a good push, like when this live first started. There's like 15, 18 people in the chat, bro. I'm like, what happens after that? I had people commenting though. It's only me right now. But I don't know. We're gonna hit 888 videos very soon. We're at 885. It always says it's one day.
Damn, they only gave me one?
Barbecue?
No, nuggets?
What you mean? There's not another one?
No. Damn.
Here, take some.
That's
I'm shocked. I saw
crazy.
I saw 2 fries.
That's
I asked for
insane.
another sauce, man.
I'll just take like 2.
No,
That's
here.
Crazy.
Take as many as you need.
That's just crazy to me.
Wow.
Damn.
Damn, I checked the bag. I guess I didn't look. I feel bad. They only gave 1 nugget. I don't even need the nuggets like that. I just said that. I saw 2. Unless it walked away or something. Yeah. It's my light in my car isn't that good either. I do need to call them. They're not going to refund it. They're going to do something like, I don't even have my receipt. But I guess. She looked irritated. Like I told y'all I had like a weird vibe. I'm like, the window was like they just got done slamming that hole. And then all of that food that fell down there. I told you there was a milkshake that was left on the floor out there. Must have been a day there. Like, I don't even need all of these nuggets. I feel bad. I want to give them like 2 more. When I get a 10 piece, it's more so for the large fry because I'll probably eat like 6. I'm gonna give them 2 more. It was not clicking. Ow. Anybody got any weekend plans? My highlight is teaching and then going to my shop over the weekend. But pretty much. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, pretty much everybody was there on their phone. I had my card out the window. And bro act like he didn't want to take it. Like, I get it's cold. Why didn't you wear a long sleeve shirt? If I know I'm going to be in a cold area of my job, I'm going to wear like, if he was cold, I'm just assuming, but I got my arm extended out the window. Like, damn. I'm just vibing right now. Trying to. That's kind of messed up. They forgot like half the meal. And it was the simplest order. Like, not even being like that. Same drink, same entree, same side. Just the sauce was different. It's 32. What they got over here. I can't check my phone. Damn, it's 17. Trying to think, did I dream about zombies? No, that's the game I'm watching Carrie play. Right now he's playing the new Black Ops, and he's playing, he got Resident Evil, like the newest Resident Evil. I ain't playing games in a minute. I like to watch scary games. Like watch Carrie play them. I need to take my son to the library. He's got some books that are due, but we're playing Fortnite. But this music loud. You can renew your library books from your phone, which is really cool. But I've already renewed them twice, and I'm kind of sick of these books. This library don't seem like it has a whole lot than the one we used to go to. Nice mukbang, pretty much. I thought we were going to be crafting. But you can't craft with sticky hands. That's why I called it a chit chat and a haul. Low-key hungry though. I'm like, what else? Turn this all the way down. I'm getting very distracted. What else is there? Life be lifing. Well, real for real. Life got hands. I need to do a new vision board. I did one for 2024. I need to do one for this year. Ain't that crazy? Bro, it's already 2025. And like, I don't mean to like be like scary or scare people. But like the stuff I be finding interesting excuse me, the stuff I be finding interesting be a little morbid. And it's only like the third day of the new year. And like what? Somebody got ran over during a parade of some sort. An inmate, this is local, an inmate dies. Sorry, trigger warning. By another inmate. A man was caught doing his own thing in a bathroom and left it on the floor. And then a lady called, I think a worker called on him. I'm like, what is happening? This the news that won't make it to the screen, I think, because I saw this like on social media. Actual police department Facebook post, so it has to be legit. Crazy. I'm also in the town hall, so I just be seeing a whole lot of stuff. It's 3 days in, ain't it? 3 days, bro. They wasn't lying when they said this year starts out with WTF, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It was not lying. What is up with the playlist? I don't really want to feel like listening to this right now. Actually, I'm gonna call this artist Ooh. If you haven't heard Ooh, makes pretty good music. Ooh. That's literally the name of the song is 351. Now play that song in your car. What they be doing? They need taller straws. Look at this. It's like right there. I'm like, what else is new? Did you guys hear about the volcano sharks? That still is blowing my mind days later. I don't think it's been a week, but I heard that there are sharks that have adapted to living in active volcanoes, and they just be swimming in the lava. There's footage of this. What? It makes, you know, Sharknado sound even more realistic. Joking. Allegedly. Okay, just having high thoughts right now. Do y'all know who the Naked Brothers band is? Or are y'all aged out of the group? Are you a flat earther? Bro, I don't know. Because I feel like I don't even want to go into all of my details. It's not even a whole lot of details, but I feel like you can only see as far as your eyesight. So from the human eye, how could you tell that that's, it's round? It could be flat. Allegedly. See, I don't know. But do you believe that people landed on the moon? Because that's crazy. Because then they started to ask, so how did they videotape when the spaceship landed on the moon? Who had the camera already set up? You're here for this. Who put the camera there, ran back to the ship, and then like recorded? Like, were they doing vlogging when the first moon landing happened? Were they vlogging? Set my camera up, let me run back. They was doing all of that? Jeffree Star, that part. Because like, what? There was something else that was just like what Trump did. I can't remember what it was. It really bothered me. Was it last year or the year before? These million billionaires believed that they could go in a soda can to the depths of the ocean to do whatever the fuck they were trying to do. What was it? To see the Titanic. And they used, you've seen my husband's controllers. Those are like 100 plus. They're like really good controllers for your computer when you're gaming. Instead of you, because they use a gaming console controller to drive a soup can, because it wasn't even for real submarine, whatever the fuck they was jam-packed in. This is what's blowing my mind. They took their little Campbell's soup can to the depths of the ocean and then goodbye. Why didn't you use a more advanced controller just so, and it was wireless, it was Wi-Fi or some garbage that they were, who allowed these gentlemen, because there was no women. There were no women on the Campbell's Campbell's soup can. There was no women there. Who told them that was a good idea? I'm gonna go in my little submarine and I'm taking Junior with me and we gonna look at the Titanic. And this is like where I'm iffy with the creation of God and all that. I don't be getting into religion on here. But I am trying to cook and I'm getting a little chopped here. Where's my train of thought? What were we talking about? When God doesn't want you to do something, I feel like that's why that happened. They were immediately obliterated. They got like imploded on, wasn't that the word? Who had to get their remote from Temu. But I feel like that is the only time he's like, God just steps in and he's like, this is way too stupid. Why did you think this was a good idea? And then he has to intervene. Those are the type of situations where I feel like the overpower. Because I'm like, this is why I don't get into religion. Why isn't he smiting people still? Okay, but I'm sorry. We can change the subject. A picture is good enough for you. A picture of what? The spaceship landing? Or what we talking about? A picture of the Titanic? Yeah, that's good. Or that'd be good enough for me too. I don't need to see. I don't need to visit that. There's no gas stations there. There's no rest once you get there. There's no stretch your legs, get out when you get there. What are other things you take for granted? There's no fresh air. As soon as you do, if you were to get to the Titanic, what else do you normally do? Was this not a vacation? I don't need to see spirits. My brother has seen spirits before too. A breath station. There was none of that. My brother has seen spirits, and one of my friends said they had a demon that actually came into their house recently. That shit's crazy. I've had lucid dreams and it felt like something was jumping on me. That's been crazy. But yeah, that was weird. That was wild. That was at my parents' house. And everyone had their own bedroom. Like my parents had their bedroom, my brother had a bedroom, I had a bedroom. This was like in my childhood house that was new, that we grew up on. I feel like it was a work day, like my mom was gone, my dad was definitely asleep in his room or whatever, their room. And then I don't know if my brother was at work or he was probably in the basement, because he actually made a recording studio in our basement. They will depart, that's facts. But yeah, that was crazy. I was in my bed, I was asleep, and I felt like something like jumping on my chest and belly area. I was a kid. Like the weird stuff always happens when you're a kid. But like I said, I don't need to see no spirits. I don't need to entertain that in any way. Because what if you saw a spirit or something in the ocean? And it's just like, bro, this is this nigga's lair. You came to his house. He know every corner, even though it's the ocean. I know if you go far enough that way, them sharks over there, so I wouldn't go there. If you go far enough this way, there's some whales over there. Don't play with them. But I'm here now. What's up? Like a ghost is in the ocean, let's say. You run into him. Where you about to run? What if he phased through the ship? What? Because spirits do exist, bro. That's crazy. I say this because I have a lot of stories to prove why spirits exist. And you know how me and Carrie would watch the countdown to the scariest paranormal things that have happened that got caught on tape. I actually have experiences. Like that one of that, whatever that was, jumping on my bed. I didn't share a bedroom. Me and my brother, I said, we're 8 years apart. And we're boy and girl. So we did not share a bedroom. That's a lot of shit, though. So if you can date back, you know the shoes Osiris. Do you remember those shoes that came out? And I will most definitely jog your memory. My brother believed he has bigger feet, so he had to get his shipped to our house. Excuse me. The box was cool. The box was in the shape of a boombox. It was a boombox. It was just a regular box, but it had a boombox painted over it. Then you open it up and you saw the Osiris's. The skate shoes, and I will get a visual for y'all. I don't remember, he had the Spawn ones, I'm pretty sure. This is bringing back some crazy memories. Bro. These are the exact shoes my brother had. Can you see that? Remember, he liked those because Spawn, those were exclusive. Like, those were a cool pair of shoes. No, it wasn't those, but like, that's how them shoes looked. And that's the box. It was like a boom box. This is the crazy thing. I can't tell the story for him. I can only tell the parts that I remember. But have you played Silent Hill? And you know in Silent Hill, you look through the peephole. I can't tell you which Silent Hill it was, but it was in the game. You look through the peephole of his apartment and you could see like the doll was sitting on the bed or something like that. And as you advanced through the game, I'm not trying to scare anybody. You advanced through the game. Eventually the doll's head turned backwards or something and was looking through the peephole back at you. That was crazy. That was scary. I watched that when I was a kid, when that Silent Hill first came out. I watched my brother play that. And I don't know why it gave me those vibes. Then there was like shadows in the apartment, if I'm not mistaken, and then his house became haunted. I don't remember. And he had to keep putting the candles around his house. Does anybody know that game? Yes, see, Steve, you know. That was scary when I was little, watching my brother play that. He had to put the candles all throughout the house, bless the house, and then he started seeing those shadows around the house, and it was like boom, like it'd be that scary music that would shake you off and you couldn't go any further. That's how my brother's room started to feel. And the further up you go, up north, like in this Midwest area, I lived definitely on Native American territory. I am Native American. I don't participate in all the things that they be doing, but my ancestors are Native American. Like my mom had like pictures, like black and white pictures of my ancestors. She had showed me. And I'm Irish, by the way, if you didn't know that. That's really random. Anyway, so like the Silent Hill game. Why does this correlate to his shoes? This is why the chopped thoughts mesh together. So like, you know how I said those shadows and stuff? My brother started to see a shadow in the corner of his room. Resident Evil, I like both of those. And Carrie just got the new Resident Evil. My brother started to see a shadow in his room, and the shadow was coming from his box, but a box would leave a square shadow, right? What do you mean scalping? There was a silhouette, a shadow coming from his box. He left the box, the shoes, I think, sat in the box. That's so crazy. He believed that somebody put an evil spirit in his shoebox because I think things were happening in his room. And that's scary to go to sleep. I think he started to sleep with the lamp. He had like an interesting like lamp in the corner. It was like a lamp that was attached to a table. It was like probably some 90s fashion. Like I don't even remember my parents getting that because, yeah. But that was in his room. I don't know why he never got a new lamp. He just didn't care. I wanted to decorate my room, so I feel like I had new stuff up in there. I'm like, when did we get? Anyway, that's irrelevant. But he would sleep with the lamp on. I think it got to a point like that. But the crazy thing, he said, I had it one night. Something happened. I think he said he felt like something was touching him in the room. I'd be in my room. My parents, they worked alternate shifts. So either my mom or my dad would be in their room sleep. And they're down the hall. Our rooms were like kind of closer. It was a bathroom that divided ours. But anyway, we had a fire pit. My brother takes the shoes and the box to the fire pit. Excuse me. You know the phone's droid? Do you remember the droids? He got like one of the very first ones that came out of that droid little series before they switched to Android, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Were they coming out with Androids yet? On his phone. And he had that phone for a really long time. I think that video corrupted the camera of the phone, which is crazy. What I'm about to say. I was there. It was me, my brother threw the shoes in the fire pit, and my dad, I'm pretty sure, and he had like a long stick or whatever my dad was doing, poking at the fire. And I'm just standing there. My brother caught on camera. He said it looked like a demon in flames trying to escape from that box, from the fire pit. I kid you not. This is on like not the best quality phone. Or, you know, it was one of the very first smartphones and droids with the touch screens and all of that. It looked like the flames looked like a demon, bro. This is crazy. And they looked like they were trying to fly up. Kept getting stuck in the fire. I witnessed that, which was crazy. I don't want to scare y'all before bed, but this is like experiences and like shit I've gone through, bro. Pretty sure he said the energy in his room cleared up. And this was before I was even saging or knew anything of that. I was still living at my parents' house, still, you know, doing Christian practice. Baptist was what I grew up on before I became like an adult and wanted to just become spiritual. So that's why I don't talk about my religion and stuff. And I wanted to be more open and hear other people's religions. It's like when you practice Christianity, you're very judgmental as a Christian. You don't get to hear, well, this is my God and this is why I serve this way. It's just automatically wrong from a Christian's perspective, you know? So when I got old, because I had like Indian friends, you know, and their religions and things like that, I wasn't able to fully understand or have the opportunity to understand until I got older and out of my upbringing, out of my household, right? So yeah, that's why I say I'm just spiritual. Yes, you do have to pay attention when you buy stuff. And that's why I'm really trying to make it a habit for 2025 to sage daily. I usually sage when I have guests over. And this is a duplex, so there's people below us, and you never know if that energy can transfer. So I really be trying to just remind myself to sage more. People downstairs be in and out, could be attached to other energies. Yeah. I didn't pick up anything weird from the craft supplies because that's the newest thing I brought into this space. Well, and this food too. But yeah, I could do a little Reiki. If I didn't want to sage, I could do some Reiki and bless the room or something, you know? This ribeye ain't even cooked. What the heck? That was some wild shit. I hate those sleep paralysis, whatever they're called. It always feels like something is on top of you and you can't move. I hate that. Bro, when that shit be happening, I be saying like a prayer. I really be saying a prayer in my sleep. I'm conscious that I'm praying, but my eyes won't open. And I'm like, whoa, what is my soul interacting with? What is my energy? And I'm sorry, this is getting very deep and very chopped. What is it? Is it something I cannot physically see? Like when they say, is this a psychic attack? This energy that manifested into a figure was on top of me. Where did that originate from? Oh, thanks, one. Because I tell my Reiki clients, what you think is what you start to speak. You think negatively, you speak negatively. Your negative language becomes physical actions. And that's when the untrained person recognizes it, everyone, from a animalistic perspective, I would say. You notice when it angers you or angers your body. There's a disruption in your body. When it finally hits the physical layer, you're sick, you have an injury, etc. That's the easiest animalistic thing to understand. Damn, I'm not feeling well. There's something, or for the person that doesn't speak like us, I assume we all kind of speak the same. My energy is off, or I'm just having an off day. something was already manifesting from what you were thinking and speaking into the world. So, you know, of the 4 agreements, my favorite agreement was be impeccable with your tongue. Respectfully. That's why I said I should just make this into a shirt. I wouldn't say something I regret. I don't ever say things I know I'm going to regret saying. It's always a valid reason for my anger. Because I really try not to be quick to anger. Now, I can get my outbursts, but how many tries, how many chances did I give you? It did not come out of the blue, because that's crazy. You know? You in a library, somebody just starts screaming, and it's not a disability. You would think he crazy. I don't want to be around this person. This person's disruptive. They kind of, you know. I'm just trying to recall if I remember anything else paranormal. I hate when I really get in my energy, and I know I'm in my energy, because then that's the energy field. And I be seeing figures. Like, I'm not schizophrenic. Let's just get that. But I have heard a different perspective. If you hear schizophrenic, you probably hear crazy. But I have heard this person, just like people who are autistic, which I probably fall on that spectrum, they have gifts. These disabilities are gifts for them to tap into. Then there's like some type of containment. I can't remember what the message was. But that perspective, you see, being open to hearing, like, what does that mean? And not just thinking, oh, it's a diagnosis, it's crazy. Anyway, I feel like I'm just kind of going down a rabbit hole, and I was coming up with my own meditation, calling it a streamline of thought. And this is kind of it, but I'm speaking my thoughts as they're happening aloud. But anyway, I'm very off on a tangent right now. This is what I was coming up years ago. I've seen so many different meditations, walking meditation, mala meditation, fire gazing meditation. There's a lot of different meditations you can try. But I wanted to come up with a streamlined meditation, and I had it in my notes for years. I don't know why I was in there for so long, and I just never made like a video about it. You jump in with, as long as you can follow, and I'm not deviating too much. I still have these shoes pulled up on the screen, which is a little triggering. I need to change that. But what was I saying? Anyway, when I really get in my zone and I'm just open, I can see, about the I appreciate that. These are my thoughts aloud that I can have with Carrie. I feel like if you're too worldly, then you've been consumed by the world, and they did a good job at showing you that there's only one way to think. But when you're able to divide and hear one side and the other, you know what I said? People who have schizophrenia, I'm just using that as an example. That is seen as a disability, a disorder. But I've seen a different perspective saying, like, hey, this person just can't communicate what is happening in their heads. It may be something really useful, but it's just getting disrupted. There's some type of force that's preventing it from being heard. This is crazy. I just seen it hit 100 minutes. What was I saying? Yeah, about just the schizophrenia. But I can't remember what I was gonna say, bro. I'm just flowing with the shit. Yeah, we were just talking about like spirits and stuff, bro. I feel like I be seeing figures, and I feel like there may just be an energy field, because we learned about the energy strands. There's a book I actually read, and it was very interesting. They acted out. Yes, that's like somatic. That would be a somatic practice. But I don't think I can act this out. It's just a lot I'm just thinking about. It's just, this is what I think about a lot. I don't know. I lost a little flow. Just interesting. It makes you look at disorders in a different way. Oh, energy strands. I read a book called Energy Strands. I don't recommend people read it. I found it on Amazon. I have the book on my bookshelf. But it's about the different strands that you have with people. And they could be alive or not alive. All of the relationships connect back to you. If there's a connection or a constraint that you both share, that's why you're still connected. Oh man, you were on my mind. Maybe you still have a strand with that person. I ain't seen so-and-so's post on Facebook. I feel like it could be a one-sided energy strand though at the same time. An ex-lover, you know, that's usually a good example of the energy strands that you have with people. A good teacher, a not so good teacher. I don't think I have really a relation to most of my teachers besides my art teacher, because I still am friends with her on Facebook, which is cool. I think about memories, but I don't think I have a strand super deep connected. Like they call it, I was pointing at my stomach. Do they call them rods? Something that just like, it clicked in my head when I first heard it. I was on my Reiki training and it was called the angel bridge, some type of bridge. And then if it's a negative strand that you have or something you need to cut off, to gently cut it off, you have to offer a gift for that to work or something like that. It was really interesting. Having a bad relation, I don't even remember. I offered love. I think when we were doing our demonstrations or like it was like a partner work activity. It was like a Reiki cleansing ceremony thing that you did with your partner during the training. And then on the bridge or whatever you had to motion, it was like you gave that gift. And this is all like, what is a silver card? My fucking nuggets keep moving. I pushed them away, now they're like, I don't know. Damn, I ate my nugget already. I was thinking about my dog though. I showed you my little doggy before on my channel. You got me on this one. I'm just here. Yeah, it got very spiritual, I feel. So I'm like, I can pull it back. Where's my other stuff? That's a lot of work. He's like, I could get up and stand and show you. You're enjoying the combos. It's a lot of work, y'all. Let me turn this light on. I think I'm just trying to chill tonight. Energy Strands. This is a book that I didn't read this recently. Wow, it's like really zoomed in. If anyone is interested, you can screenshot this. You know, it's talking about the different strands. I don't know. Here, see, it's always a sign when I open the book because I highlight my books. Now, what does this say? Clearing method, clearing a cord with feathers. That was interesting. In many tribal traditions, birds are thought to be I'm reading this from the phone, are thought to be measures between the spirit realm and the physical. That's kind of weird because we were talking about that. The quill of the feather is an open tube. Many cultures believe it serves as a channel for prayers and energy. It's considered to be a pathway of communication with spirit messengers or supernatural beings. Makes me wonder, and I'm going off big jump here. What if you gave somebody schizophrenic that was not having an episode? I wouldn't want to give it to them, you know, when they're going through something. But what if you gave them a feather? Wonder, like not in, like their understanding of what, you know, they're on the same page and you're not just being like, here. But like, you know what I mean? In a respectful manner, right? Y'all know y'all hanging out. It's not just a random thing you're springing onto somebody to do with that huge disclaimer. And they practice spiritual work. I wonder, like, what would they do with the feather? I don't know. To help them communicate from the spiritual realm. What if they're getting downloads? You know, that's what I wonder. I don't know why that's on my mind so heavy. Yeah. I'll leave it at that. But it's always interesting, the pages that I flip through. Most of my books have highlights throughout them, so I can remember what to come back through. That damages the book. I really don't plan on selling my books. I don't have a huge collection of books. They're in my interest. They're in my profession. And I don't know, just want to keep it. I don't plan to resell them. So I guess it was something I was always told in school. Don't mark up the books because you guys have to reuse them. But if it's a personal book, I say by any means, if you're using it, use it to its full abilities. If it's teaching you something, not like if it's a romantic comedy book or something you're reading, you know. I've been blindsided. I used to a lot. I'm not sure where I'm at with that, but on my Spotify, I had like a bunch of brain frequency things I had liked. I have a lot of playlists that I have liked on here. Trying to see if there's some examples. I have womb sounds to make baby sleep faster. It's like a sound machine, if you know what a sound machine is. I still have that favorited. It was before we got a sound machine. We were using like my Spotify to help Bear go to sleep. If I find it, I find it, but yeah. Ashley. Pink noise for 10 hours. That's like the worst. I thought it was cool, and like as I got older, your ears mature. Either they lose the high pitched sounds, if you didn't know that. That's very interesting. As you age, you don't hear the highest frequencies anymore. They get muffled, which is wild. Like it was a hearing test that they recorded. It was very interesting. Pink noises. I don't like pink noise anymore. I have stuff deep sleep, peace. That was a playlist I played a fuck time. What is peace? It's just a bunch of yoga. I wonder if they switched any songs around. I follow some playlists, so sometimes they be adding stuff or they be leaving it the same. This workout playlist, Beast Mode, I like it, but they keep changing the intro song, so I stopped really listening to it like that. After 45, what? Coffee? Binary, binaural beats for focus. Binaural beats for stress relief. These are playlists on Spotify. Relaxing massage. Peaceful retreat. Meditation, the sounds of nature. But those were the two main ones I think I used to listen to. Sleep, no. Lo-fi. I have some unfinished playlists I probably should go back to. It's been years. Stress relief, yeah, I think that's all of them, but they were like binaural beats or whatever it's called, and I used to listen to that. I need to take these off my screen. I'm getting sleepy. We might have to do a night live tomorrow, because my mom was talking about she wanted to take me to like brunch after I taught my yoga class, because she's already dropping me off anyway. You know your angels be around, that's crazy. They say that, I've heard it as your angels are around, or I've heard it as, it's probably, I'm probably getting the two different things mixed up. If it's ringing, then the angels are trying to communicate something to you, and it's going to happen soon, if I'm not mistaken. It's like a warning. So really pay attention to that. That's what I mean. Like with yoga, you gotta be in the present moment. That's the yoga off the mat. You are self-aware. When your ears get hot, that means a motherfucker is talking about you. That's crazy. Like you upset somebody and they talking about you. So your ears get hot. One ear, what is it? And this is where I get it confused. If it's ringing or if it's your ears getting hot, left side means something, right side means something. I don't know what that is. You good? Anyway, food for thought. That was really interesting as well. Stuff I've learned along the way. I need to get back into wearing my crystals. I almost felt like I needed a cleanse of no crystals around me. I consider this my little altar. I kind of want to get a feather, if I can find a feather. I'd rather find a feather than buy a feather. Like, we have feathers. I have them in the kids yoga bag I have. It's a bag I bring when I teach kids yoga, and it's full of like yoga games, yoga dice. And there's one game I do with the feathers where it's like, can you balance a feather on your head and walk slowly and mindfully, or something like that I do with the kids, or I may have them put the feathers on their nose. But they're store-bought craft feathers, so I don't know how legit those are. I think it'd be cool to find an actual feather to put at my altar. That would be dope. I just go up to a bird and pluck it off of them. They don't be leaving feathers. I don't know. I'll have to see what the winter birds are, or unless I wait for summer. But yeah, that would be cool. I don't have, you can put like your ancestors and your family at your altar. I don't have anything. I just have a crystal grid. I have like, and some sage. And then I'll put like crystals on my crystal grid to represent certain frequencies I want to give off in my house. So I think I have like rose quartz, which means love and etc., all that good stuff. And I pulled a card that said love. So then the card shows you these crystals are what you should add to your crystal grids. I'm like, okay, that's how I build them. That's how I build my crystal grid things. I have a little Buddha. I consider the whole dresser my shrine, if I gotta say it like that. You walk in, you look so scary. Did you close the window, Mr. Beatbox?
No,
You didn't?
I forgot.
Crackhead.
Been up for 12 hours.
Yeah, good night. Go to sleep. I say that's my whole show. What do you mean an elephant? I don't have any elephants.
How tired I am.
No, I don't. I do have an elephant. Why do you ask, though? I had to think. I swear I do. My friend got me this. I used to keep my crystals in this one. My friend actually gave me this. You're wild. That's crazy. But I consider this whole thing kind of a shrine. It's for storage, but it is for like the shrine. One of my students gave me this little wooden Buddha. This is full of incense. This is my little incense holder. This is my crystal grid I was telling y'all about. I put like some fortune things on there, but I would add a feather and that would like complete my shrine. These, I'm not gonna open, that's gonna break. I have a prayer box. Sometimes I write prayers in there. This is full of crystals. Sometimes I keep crystals in that elephant, but they're all in here. And this one has more crystals too. And I got all my sages up in there. Yeah, yeah. You want me to light an incense? My friend gave me that. That's so cool. I forgot they were good luck. I'm getting tired though. I'm trying to finish this Sprite up. This was a very deep conversation. Like we went down. I think jade is a crystal. We went down a wormhole. I've seen, this would be cool, but I don't know how I can stay with permanent jewelry. I say that as I have a nose ring, but like armbands. Can't do permanent jewelry on my arms. Jade, bracelets, they size them to your arm and it's like, what is it? Is it a superstition? I don't remember. If the jade bracelet breaks, it's bad luck, or it means it served its purpose. I don't remember. Oh. Yeah, but I've seen jade as used as bracelets, and you can get some cute ones. Thank you. But I think I'm gonna go to sleep. I have no idea what I got going on tomorrow. Just class. I may do brunch. Like, I don't know. I want to hit the craft store, so I don't know if that's gonna be with my mom or if I got to take my car. But I need to go there anyway. And I'm thinking I'll need to get double the yarn. So we ran out of orange. Hopefully I can find a similar orange. Otherwise, all of those oranges were made out of vein, and I don't want to mix oranges because that won't look cute. They were not made out of vein. Like I said, I'll find another project. 'Cause you can do pom-pom projects on anything. I think it would look cute. But like when I restock, I need to get like 2 of each color to make sure I have enough yarn. Because y'all saw pretty much almost how much a skein gives you for pom-poms, because pom-poms take up a lot of yarn. So I'm gonna have to get double, and I think the sale is good. I don't know why I've been thinking it's way later in the month, even though it just started. I'd be feeling like it's already like the 7th or something like that. But the deal is up, I believe, January 11th, that Joann's is having their yarn. I think they dropped the big twist yarn to $2 rather than $2.79, which was already cheap. I think the yarn is at $2, and it may have said selected yarns, but big twist is fairly cheap. So I want to try to make it there somehow. Maybe tomorrow, because I'm not going to go to my shop tomorrow. They're switching my yoga schedule, so I might switch it for next week just to give me a second, to start a new routine. I don't like jumping into things. I'm not a person that does that. I do jump into some stuff just, what is it? I can't think of the word. Sometimes I just be jumping into stuff, but other times if it's like a new routine I need to implement, I like to think it over. Give myself time. So yeah, I'm just kind of chatting right now. All right. I'm probably not going to do a afternoon live, so maybe tomorrow a night live if I'm not too sleepy. So with that being said, please like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.